Hi there MotoGP fans, welcome to the channel. You are here with the Architect and we are playing MotoGP20 on the Xbox One X. We are here for the third round of the Moto2 World Championship and we've had a cracking weekend in practice at this race. Our package is fit for a podium, guys. Can we do it and put us back in contention for the championship? Let's find out. Run that trailer. So here we are then, guys, down in the paddock for Q2. Does anybody remember what happened in the last race? I think I've chosen to forget about it, but I think this time round we are having a very good weekend. We've got a good setup which we're just about to load. I'll show you the setup quickly. I'll show you our suspension setup. So we've got a front and rear preload. So that's how we've got that set. So it's a wet race. It's absolutely tipping it down. So our fork rebound is where you can see it on the screen. So that's our front fork setup for damping. Our rear damping is set up as such, from what you can see. And our spring hardness, we've gone a little bit soft because it's wet out there, so we've gone a little bit soft on the suspension, and we've also dropped the preload a little bit as well to give us a bit more grip. So there won't be any extortionate lean angles today, so we've lowered the bike a little bit, lowered the centre of gravity to give us a little bit more grip in the corners. Okay, so that's our suspension setup. Our steering adjustment, so our rake, we've reduced the rake a little bit for stability, a little bit more responsive, but we've increased the trail to give us plenty of feel at the front end. So the trail will give us a little bit more feel when we're in the corners on the front, because we've got a lot more tyre trailing behind us, behind the front axle, and also help with the stability. So gear ratio, we've got our first gear right down there, and then incremental steps for the second, third, fourth and fifth, and then our sixth gear is right up high. But I've gone for a higher gear ratio in this race simply because it's wet. We don't want to be going for any harsh acceleration, it's just going to flip us off. So our brake system, because it's wet, we've gone for 320 discs and a 200mm rear. ECU, engine brake I've got set to 2 because we've got some nice corners that turn in, so as you go around them they become a little bit more tighter as you go around the bends, so that engine brake just helps with that, so we're not on the brakes so much. Anti-wheelie, using anti-wheelie a little bit like traction control as well, so that just helps provide some stability on the bike. And power mapping, we're going to start off with a power map 1, but we'll probably drop to power map 0 in the race. Okay, so that's our setup for the wet race. So with that said, let's get down to track and see what we can do. We do need to put some new tyres on though. We've got 11 minutes now. Now I've gone through that quickly, so we're going to put some medium front on and a medium rear. We don't have any other option because it's wet. 5 laps in the tank. Let's go and see what we can do. Come on, let's go.
There is movement in the pit. The mechanics are preparing the bike and the rider seems very focused. We'll see if he can improve his time.
So clear visor today with the rain, no tinted visor. So we've gone back to our GB helmet as well, if you notice there. So as we come round to the start line then, let's get a good turn out of here and then straight on the power. Let's get a really good lap in for the first lap. So I think I'm going to drop for power mode 1 as we come over this line, because you can't control the spin. You need to be able to control the spin. You need a bit more smoother power delivery in the wet. Oops, he says, missing the apexes. Always seems different in qualifying. Right out on the curbs there, that was on the limit. So after the first split we're a little bit down as we brake hard into this corner. Oh, invalid lap. Oh dear, don't tell me we're going to stuff up qualifying. I'll get into the swing of it, we've got one more lap. Let's just go back into the pit, let's get some more fuel and we'll come straight back out and do a flying lap. Come on. Let's not mess this up. We've been doing really well in free practice as well. So we've got 2 laps. We've got 2 laps. So we should be able to get in a good lap time. Okay, here we go. Concentrate and focus. They're coming into the first corner. We're going to brake about there. Della Porta nearly got in our way. That was nice. As we come into the left, we're braking there into 3rd gear. A little bit of throttle just to feed it out. Straight into the right hand, off the throttle there, and then we can power it through. Straighten up, out towards the curbs. Down this straight. Into 2nd. Take it wide there. So I like to square it off there. That's just my line, guys. That's just my line. It may not be the best line, but it works with my setup, and that's what's important, guys. Oh, I feel the front. Feel the front all the way around there. This feels nice. A little bit wide there, but it's slippy out there. Oh, we're up on the 3rd sector. Let's see if we can take advantage of that. That wasn't bad. Pole position. Just over half a second up, 6/10. I think we can improve on that. So here we are coming into the first corner. On the brakes about there. Down into 3rd. I just can't stop doing laps of this track. It's ridiculous. Quite like it though. It suits my style. Yeah, that's better. This is an awkward corner, you know, turn 3. It's nice to power out there though, lovely. Just out onto the green a little bit. Had a bit of a slip from the rear wheel, but with 4/10 up on the 1st sector. This is going to be a flyer. So hitting the limiter right at the last minute there. Into turn 5. Coast it round, that's lovely. Out of the apex there, power it through. Into the left. Into 5th gear, but keep it constant throttle. Head out wide, 7/10 up. Third gear here, let the engine brake. Bring the bike back in. Out on that apex, take it wide. I'm going to flip it over into 3rd gear. Up over the crest of the hill, a little wheelie as we come out there. Into turn 11. Got to be careful with your gears. If you're in a too high gear, you just spin up. So lower gears is a little bit better. Hard on the brakes here. We can be hard on the brakes because we've got a smaller disc. See if we can power it through there. That's even beat our last time.
That's the end of the second.
Oh no, we don't want to restart the current session.
We can finally see the grid positions that await us in tomorrow's Grand Prix.
Excellent, excellent. 147 though. That was kind of what we were getting in the FP sessions. We was hitting around 147, the low 147s. So that's still not as good as what we had been doing. But anyway, we qualified. So we're on pole position. Sam Lowe's, he's had a good session then. If he's in 2nd, but he's still 8/10 behind us, 148. So yeah, they're roughly about a second, aren't they, behind us all. Luca Marini, Marcel Schrotter in 4th, so and Bezzecchi in 5th. So championship standings, Bezzecchi is in 2nd position in the championship, 1 point behind Jorge Martin, and them two there are lapping very similar time. So that could be interesting, especially if we can come out with a podium on this. That'd be fantastic, wouldn't it?
Hello and welcome to the Termas De Rio Hondo circuit in Argentina for live coverage of the Moto2 race. The rain has been falling relentlessly for a few hours now, but track conditions are good anyway, and the start of the race isn't at risk.
Right then guys, here we are down on the grid. We've got a few decisions we need to make around the consumption. So we know we're going on mediums, we can't go on anything else, so we're going to put those tyres straight on. But what do we do here? So we've got 8 laps, race length is 8 laps. Now my gut feeling is to save the tyre, to save the rear tyre, that we probably are going to be using mapping 0 most of the time. But we're going to start off in power mode 1. So if we go power mode 1, then we're probably going to use 8 laps. all 8 laps, but I'm reluctant to carry more, so I think 8 laps, power mode 1, maybe go half a lap more. Yeah, let's go half a lap more just in case, and because I do think we're going to turn it down to power mode 0 to save the back tyre. Okay. Oh, I'm so nervous now. I'm so nervous, I've got something in my eye. Okay, come on, let's go and do it. Let's go and do it. We need to get a good result if we're going to be a contender. So we know the tyre choice, everybody's on the same.
Everything here is ready to start the race at Termas De Rio Hondo. Riders just have one more thing on their mind now, being the first to cross the finish line.
Okay guys, lights out, go, go, go. No, 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 don't flip it off the line, you idiot. Oh, into turn 1 then, it's a close bunch. That wasn't the best start, was it? Round turn 2 then. We're not bad, we're in the places, we're in the places. I think I can get them down the straight. So Bastianini in front of us then. I think we'll be taking some of these on the straight, I'm pretty sure. Or they might even take us. Aaron Canet in front, so we got pretty sure can we squeeze into, can we get Canet? Oh, we're rubbing shoulders. We're rubbing shoulders. Gone a little bit wide. Light damage. We're going to keep our composure because I know that we're fast round here. Oh, a little bit wide though. It's okay guys, it's okay. We're okay. We're just warming up the tyres. We are fast in some areas, so we've got plenty of fuel. We can stay in our power mapping if we needed to. But if I don't concentrate... Baldassari then in front of us. Oh, we took Della Porta. We stuffed it up the inside of Della Porta there. Stuffed it right up his inside, but as he got us back, I think he just has. Baldassari, Della Porta. We're eyeing them up. Position 12th after the first lap. We pushed him out wide, so that's good. So that's 1 place. Position 11th. We've still got some light damage. I don't think it's affecting us that much. And we've gone wide there as well. Concentrate. So Baldassari's now took us back. It's funny, isn't it? When you go around these laps, you can lap and lap and lap. Then you got your perfect racing line. But I've got a bit of light damage and these bikes are overtaking us. But as soon as you get into the race, when you've got to start overtaking, yeah, it puts you off your line. And then it's a different thing altogether. Oh, we pushed. Who was that? Okay, I'm into the swing of it now. There's only 6/10 between us and Baldassari. I know we've got the pace, so I'm not worried. I'm really not worried, guys. Not yet. We seem to be a little slow down the straight here, though, don't we? Oh, he's slipstreaming us. He can't take us though. I'm just worried about the tyre though. If we don't slip down that gearbox. Keep running wide on that corner. It's definitely different in the race. The Baldassari in front of us. And we got a nice corner there. Wonder if their tyres are starting to wear Wonder if they're changing their power mappings. Oh, round the outside. Round the outside of Baldassarre, can we? Well, we got him, but as he took, I can't get my words out, he's took us back. That's okay. So round turn 1, keep it tight there. All we need to do is keep it tight, because we know we've got the pace, as I said. I'm just worried about burning that tyre up, which is easy done on this track. As long as we don't incur any penalties as well. The bike feels great. No complaints about the bike. Della Porta, he's coming back for a little bit more. He just hasn't got the power though. But if we keep running wide, we're not doing very well actually with our apexes. Our racing line seems to be a bit off. Just out onto the green a little bit there, but we didn't get penalised. Round the outside of Baldassarre, drop it down a gear. Just to hold the line. Oh, a little bit more light damage. Can we get it stopped? We're hard on the brakes there. We got it stopped, but we're pulling these guys in, look. 3/10 now. So we've still got 3 laps to go. That's lap 5. So we're okay, It's a steady race. I mean, we're not breaking any champagne bottles open or anything, but we are pulling these guys in. Little bit out onto the green. The 7/10 now. We just lost a little bit of time round that turn. Della Porta, he was quick there, wasn't he? Come on. Come on, Della Porta, get out of my way. That's it. The rear tyre is losing a bit of grip now. And that's pushing us out wide. We don't want to start losing any places if we can help it. See if we can rake these boys back in now, get some consistent laps in. We've only got 2 laps to go. Sam Lowes is in front though, he's winning this race at the minute. Della Porta, we're back up the inside of Della Porta. Let's keep this tight. That's nice. And that's also very nice. But we're losing these guys at the front now. They're pulling away, and I think it's because I'm losing grip. The back tyre is, and we got a little bit of damage as well, didn't we? Oh, Della Porta run into the back of us. It's nice though, bike feels lovely. Power mode 1 is the right power mode to be in. Definitely. Otherwise, you're putting a bit too much power down on the back tyre, and you're just ripping it to bits. And we don't want to be doing that. The back end nearly stepped out then. Okay, lap 7. 2 laps to go. We're still in position 11. And Della Porta's going to come up the inside of us again. That engine brake pulls us back in there. Look, lovely, lovely line. It feels really stable. Ooh. Nearly lost the back end again. The rear nearly come round on us. Not the most exciting of races, but we're being consistent. No drama with any of the other riders. Bit of back brake, guys, bit of back brake. Use your back brake. If you need to pull the bike in, just use a bit of back brake and it will do the job. It will pull you in, stop you running wide. Unless you're too hot into the corner, of course, and then, you know, that ain't going to work for you. I think we're just running wide here. Tyre's going off and we're just running wide on that corner. Not a lot I can do about it. But I'll be happy if we come 11th here. So final lap, guys. Let's keep it clean. Let's try and hold our position. Away from Della, who's trying to steal it from us. Always a crash. Who's down? Manzi. Now, was he in front of us? No, obviously behind us because we didn't gain a position. Oh, running wide. Right, power mode 2 just to... What's he looking at? Navarro! Where's he come from? Struggling for rear tyre now, guys. Look at it. There's not a lot left on it. And I'm losing time. So we're gonna... Oh! Tough race. Oh, Navarro's all over the place as well, so he's struggling. Can we pip him? Can we pip him? We've got to keep it clean though. Sam Lowe's won, good man. So we lost 11th, we've become 12th. I'm not worried about that, guys. That was a nice race. Disappointed, we could have done with more points.
Parc Fermé is starting to fill up with the stars of the race. Let's take a look at a graphic of the official results of the just finished Moto2 race.
So final results then, guys. Sam Lowe's, that's a turn up, but he come first. Great result for Sam Lowe's. Marcel Schrotter come second. Thomas Luthi come third. Jorge Martin fourth and Bezzecchi fifth, so they're having a good battle. Jake Dixon sixth and Luca Marino seventh, so it's makes me wonder now if Jorge Martin is hanging on to the championship. Let's see where we come again, just to make sure. 12th place, so we met our objective, which is good. So let's move on then to the Riders' Championship. So Jorge Martin 47 points, so he's still hanging on in there a little bit. Marcel Schrotter 1 point behind him now on 46 points, and Bezzecchi 3 points behind. So it's a close championship. We're meeting our objective, but we've dropped another place, but still behind Jake Dixon. So we dropped 1 place. But you know, let's face it, the bike is not fully developed yet. We're still doing some developments, we're still looking for more power. But let's move on, let's have a look at the team championships. So Intact GP team are doing really well, aren't they? With Marcel Schrotter and Luthi, surprisingly well. But we're 5th, Petronas is 5th. So reputation, so we met all our objectives. Contract still secure, reputation going up, so that'll secure a MotoGP ride. Credits are still going up, which is good because we need to pay salaries. Research data, we did well in free practice sessions, so we should collect all the research data with no problem. We got some as well for electronics there, look, we might be able to start developing some now. So then guys, office time. Let's have a look what we've got in the office. So frame development is done. So let's go into research and development and let's go and have a look at this frame development. Let's see what we can do. So the reinforcement structure to the rear swing arm now is being done. So that should improve efficiency of the mass spring damper system, making the bike a little bit more stable and stiffer. But we're interested in this module here, module 2. Centralisation of masses by moving the engine connections. By moving the engine connections, it aims to centralise masses and lower the bike's centre of gravity, making the vehicle much more compact and above all reactive. So that'd be good. A bit more responsive. To give us a little bit more adjustment in the setup. It's about pointing and shooting, and that's what that will enable us to do, I guess. So let's go and develop that. Let's get that done and on the move. 6 weeks for that, for the frame development. We won't change any stuff around at this point because we're still doing some development on the engine. So have a quick look in the electronics. So now we've met the requirements for the electronics. As much as I want to start developing the electronics, I feel that we should complete at least another engine development and another 2 frame developments before we get into the electronics. So we'll let them complete before we do any more. Heading off then into personal manager. Search contracts, we've got 4 notifications. Let's have a look. So I'm guessing the 4 notifications then are in the establishment of new team. Let's just get rid of those notifications. So we've read that. Yep, we've read that as well. So we've got high chance of getting into some of these bespoke teams, but we're not there yet. We're not even considering any of this. So let's come out of there and let's head off into the calendar. Let's have a look what our next one is. So heading off into the calendar, our next round is at Jerez in Spain, guys. So that's where I'm going to be seeing you next. So as there's nothing else to do in the office, we can end this episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. If you have, give me a like and give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell for more MotoGP content, and share with your friends. Very important, share with your friends. And I shall see you in the next round. See you later, guys. Look after yourselves. Thanks for your support. Bye bye.
Hello and welcome to the Jerez Della Frontera circuit for the opening of the traditional Grand Prix weekend in Spain. Let's not waste any more time. The first round of free practice has already begun, and we're about to see the first riders getting on track. Despite the clouds building up overhead, conditions on the track are still good, and the session should stay dry.